Hey everybody, welcome. This is Steve Young, co-founder of Service Tech Secrets, and I'm super excited to have another client success story for you. And today we have Brandon Melber on the call. Brandon, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you taking out a few minutes for us.
Yeah, no problem, Steve. So like I said, my name is Brandon Melber. I am a comfort advisor out here at Anton's in St. Louis.
St. Louis, and how long have you been a comfort advisor there, Brandon?
Probably about a year and a half now.
About a year and a half, okay. And were you in HVAC sales before this?
No, I was not. No, I actually did retail, selling cell phones for AT&T, internet, and all that.
Wow. Okay, cool. And then, so how did you get involved with the Service Tech Secrets? How did you get involved with our sales training?
So the owner of Anton's, Craig, actually found you guys. I'm not 100% sure on where, but found your guys' sales techniques, and kind of looked into it, thought it'd be a good deal. So he got myself and then all of our technicians involved in the 14-day sales, double your sales challenge. We really picked up from there, really liked the info that you guys provided us and all the steps and everything. We started really memorizing everything, started implementing it into our sales process, following those steps word for word as Gene says to do. And then we, with the double your sales challenge, as soon as that was over, then we got into the masterminds program.
Cool. And what about the 14-day double your sales challenge made you want to go, God, this is great? Did you guys double your sales? Did you see improvement and made you want to go ahead and get involved in the private mastermind?
Yeah, so I know a lot of our technicians it really helped out with, asking those thought-provoking questions. So really, asking the questions, getting the customer involved, explaining to them the issues and doing it in a question form to where they're engaged and they're understanding exactly what we're trying to portray to them and not in a extreme technical form or fashion. So that really helped out. And then by it helping out the technicians, it helped me out because they were actually enabled to set better leads for me. So they were, setting up golden leads, and I was just walking in, reiterating, what they had said using the same format as far as the questions on the 5-step sales process. And it's been working like a dream.
Let's talk about that real quick. So what was life before you got involved with Service Tech Secrets? How did that look with your TOs from your techs and stuff like that? How did that look for you?
Yeah, so personally, I know in October, so I think we joined probably mid-November, I believe, maybe like late November, I think. Yeah. But in October, I was struggling. I went like 0 for 28. It was bad. Yeah.
Holy cow, 0 for 28. That's a Home Alone.
Our business coach was not too happy, and then that's kind of when Craig started looking at different things, and once the tech started getting on the same page, and they're setting me up with better leads. I was learning a lot on my marketing leads. In December, I went up a little bit. I think it was November, December. I was at about 60,000, and then I hit. January was about 80, and then I know in February I hit 112,000. So that's kind of when we started hitting that mastermind and really started digging a little bit deeper into the whole sales process. And then in March, kind of had that whole COVID thing, but at the end of March I was doing a lot better. And then April I just killed it. It ended up with 200,000. I think it was right above 200,000 in sales in April.
Wow, that's awesome, man. That's some huge growth. I love it. I love it. Now, a lot of people say the training is for techs, or it might be for, the average tech, but what did you say? I mean, you're a comfort advisor, which, we say, look, the training can, if you just tweak it just a little bit, you can obviously use everything. Plus you're on the same page as your techs now. So when they do that TO, what they've already said, you go in there. And what's your closing rate now? If it used to be 0 for 28, what would you say your closing rate now is?
I'm sitting at probably about 40 to 45% close rate currently. Average ticket's probably around like 8,900. And I think I'm at usually around 60 to 70 calls per month.
Okay.
And that's mixed in with tech leads and marketing leads, of course.
Okay.
I know in April I was at about 80% on the tech leads. So
80% closed on the tech leads?
yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, that's fantastic, man. Wow. So you went from zero out of 28 calls to now you're closing 40 to 40% on the comfort advisor calls and 80% on the service tech calls.
Correct. Yeah.
Are you as shocked as I am? I mean, it's just like the difference between the difference between night and day, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's definitely wears you out whenever you go 0 for 28, you know, and kind of look at yourself and like, what am I doing? Am I in the right industry or what? You know, and this really helped me out a whole lot. Really kind of hone down the things that I was having troubles with, and using the words that work. You know, the whole script that Gene has is gold. Using that word for word has really helped me out. Not just in, you know, the initial part with asking the questions, but the whole 5-step sales process, and really honing in on each one of those little parts, and doing it in a specific process, you know, 1 through 5, that has really helped out a lot.
Wow, that's awesome. So tell me about the relationship that you created with your techs too. I know I've been joking around. I've nicknamed you guys Batman and Robin, you know, because you're the dynamic duo. You literally every day I see you in the group, you're posting another video. Oh, it's another $14,000 day today. Oh, it's only $8,000 a day. And I'm like, what's going on over here? But tell me about that dynamic with you. And is it just John? Is it also other techs in there? What's the dynamic between you and the techs now? How does that work?
Yeah.
What the secret is.
So John's really been killing it like crazy. I mean, even without his turnovers, he's still selling a whole lot of indoor air quality with repairs. So he's getting the added on, you know, IAQ or air pollution solutions. You know, he's just killing it. He just started probably, I would say mid-January. So we had already been in the secret masterminds group before he even started, and he kind of jumped in and hit the ground running. I know Gene has visited his old shop, so he was kind of familiar with it, but he jumped into it, and yeah, he just sets me up for success every time I get out there. You know, they're already aware of everything that we can possibly add into the system. You know, so going with that stuff, obviously I talk about that, but then, you know, I try to go with, you know, hey, you want to do the bare minimum, you want to go halfway, or you want to go all the way. A lot of times they'll go all the way just because of the stage that was set by John. But we do have other technicians as well that have been really succeeding with this program. I know Steve Meyer has really been kicking off with that. He's been setting me some quality leads as well. We have another guy, Kevin Arnold. He's not in it currently. I'm not 100% sure why that is, but he's been doing really well. I know he still gets a lot of information from us, and it has helped the rapport with you know, me and my relationship with the techs, just because we can kind of, you know, discuss what went wrong and whether or not they're following the steps, and what we can try to tweak. And you know, we have a great culture here at Anton's. We're all really good friends. We like to joke around and, you know, just you know, shoot the shit every now and again. But yeah, I mean, I would say these guys are top notch, and it has a lot to do with the STS program.
Awesome. Talk to me about your personal income. Now that you're starting to crank some numbers here, what has it done for your personal income?
Yeah, so hitting the bonus in April with that $200,000. I mean, I finally got a bankroll. You know, I'm not living paycheck to paycheck, and I can afford to get my own HVAC system now. So I'm looking forward to doing that, getting some water treatment, new water, tankless water heater, all that, and finally affording to, you know, get some things done that have needed to get done around the house. And with the cars and, you know, everything else. So it's a lot of stress off of my shoulders when you got that kind of income coming in.
That is awesome, man. That is awesome. Could you safely say that? I mean, I don't know that you can, but could you safely say that your income's increased by X% or something like that? Or is there a dollar that you can get? You don't have to give us what you're making, but is there a percentage that it's increased?
Yeah, I mean that last month I definitely tripled my income. Most definitely. I mean,
That's
you know,
awesome,
I'd say usually it was probably around like 4, maybe 5K per month.
huh?
I know that was probably my average last month. And then now, I mean, you know, I made about almost $15,000 last month. You know,
That's
that's
awesome.
like tripling my income right there.
I love it, man. I was so excited for it. And you're just, you know, you guys haven't even hit stride yet. You're just getting into the stride right now, right?
Right. Exactly.
Getting in
Yeah.
the groove. You got a lot of good things going, and now we're going to start fine tuning some things, right? So,
Yeah, and that's what I really need to do is start fine tuning it and really I won't lie to you, this past week or so it's been a struggle for me, but I'm trying to take a step back and get back into you know, doing every little step that you guys tell us to do, and I've been trying to implement that on my calls and you know, start doing a little bit more of what the program asks for. You know, I always try to sell off of the tablet, so I've been trying to, you know, write that stuff down. You know, like you said, kind of, you know, the service tech secrets, it is a lot for the techs, but I can tweak things to fit, you know, a comfort advisor's process and the,
right.
you know, doing the sales on the bid. So trying to, you know, tweak a few things and fit it into, you know, my call process.
Right.
And you know, working some things out last month. It was great, but I wanted to try to tweak a few things, and so I'm trying to get that done. And I think once I get that honed in, it'll be another good month, and from here on out.
I like it. I like it. You know, what's funny is when we learn something, if we don't stay the course, we don't, you know, do the things that we know that we need to do, it's easy to get, you know, start doing this. And it's only a little bit each day, right? And you start getting up that track, and the next thing you know, you're like, oh shit, that's right. I forgot, I strayed from the path. And every day it's just a little 1 degree thing here, but 1 degree way down here is a huge difference from where
Absolutely.
the program is, right? So it's
Yes,
important to remember, and you just got in saying, you know, like we're crushing it, and somehow I got off the path, and I got to get back to the basics and stay focused. So it happens to everybody. Just, you know, when that happens, get back to the basics, track your numbers, see what happened, do a huddle after each one of the calls, right? Jump into the group, make a post. Hey, I lost the sale. What could I have done differently or better? You'll get feedback from everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
I love it, man. So what are your goals this year as a comfort advisor? What would you like to see your income, gross sales goal, as well as your income goal be this year? What are your goals?
Yeah, so you know, last year, like I said, I'm newer to the industry. So last year, I was at about 60,000 income, and this year I definitely want to double that, if not get up a little bit higher. So 120 to 150 is my goal. Right now, I am on pace for 120, so you know, I'm pushing to hit that 150 with the summertime, and hopefully just keep the ball rolling. And hit that 150K goal.
Awesome, brother. I love it. I love it. What would you say to those techs or those comfort advisors that are on the fence? You know, their company may or may not pay for it. Is this worth it to you? If your company didn't pay it and you found out about this, would it be worth it to you to come out of your own pocket and pay for the training?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You know, last month alone, I could have paid for it and still had plenty of money to spare. So the amount of money, your return on investment is insane. You know, you guys, you know, I can't lie about that. You know, it's one thing to, you know, there's all kinds of, you know, better yourself things out there, you know, scams to make money and stuff. And this is 100% not that case. There's so much you can learn from this. Not only just, you know, in the field, but even just better in your livelihood outside of work. You know, Gene's great. He's one of those guys that will, give you motivation outside of work as well. And that helps also, you know, with your everyday life, you know, because you got to be happy in your everyday life if you're ever going to do good at work. So, you know, both you guys, you know, you really help uplift everyone, and my team at least. And I know that's a fact for other teams as well. I've seen like Jacob Diaz and Doug Grant. I mean, those guys are killing it. And you can just see because we started with those guys as well, and you can just see, you know, them look happier and just have you know, they're talking all the time and just more comfortable with speaking to everybody, you know. Yeah. So, but yeah, I 100% would recommend going with the SDS Masterminds if you're on that 14-day challenge and thinking about switching to the Mastermind. It's well worth its money.
Awesome.
I was fortunate enough to have an owner that paid for myself, but you know, he holds us accountable. So, you know, if we don't do the steps and if we're not performing, we are obligated to pay a portion during that month if we're slipping up. So, you know, we are still held accountable by paying for that. So I think that's a good way to do it. You know, if your guys can't afford it, and the owners want to put it down, you know, hold them guys accountable. If they're not doing their stuff, then, you know, take out, you know, $400 or something out of the paycheck that month.
Got it. You know, the thing about it is what you just nailed on is that you actually have to do something, right? I mean, absolutely. You can't sign up and then all of a sudden snap your fingers. There's no magic bullet. If you put in the work, it will work. When you put in the work, has it not worked for you? Not ever? I mean, is there anything that we've taught you that hasn't, if you've consistently done it and implemented it correctly, not worked almost every single time?
Not really. I mean, you know, it's just one of those things that if it's not working, it's probably because I didn't stick to the script usually, you know. A lot of times it's the closing, the bids, you know, people want more bids. So overcoming that objection is my hardest, you know, my trouble really. And that's something that I need to really hone down on with Gene and his payment plan close. And that's something that
hang on. Have you tested for the payment for the 2 payments? Have you got certified yet for those 2 videos?
I have the done deal presentation done. I'm still waiting on Gene's approval on that. Okay. I'm pretty sure I killed it, but you know, Gene's always got his watermelons that he throws out there. So
yeah, but the 2 payment plans is what we're talking about right now. The 2 payment plans I'm asking about. Have you submitted your video for that?
No, just the done deal presentation, not the payment plan close.
Okay. That's my point, is the training is there. You actually have to do the training, right? And I know you submitted for the done deal presentation. That's great. What I'm saying is if you're having troubles with, oh, I got more bids, I want to get more bids, all right, well, then that's like the next 2 videos that you're going to want to focus on, right? Okay. You want to get certified on those. You want to be able to say those in your sleep, right? Yes, so you're going to jump when you get that down and you've got approved on that. And you know, next time we're in the live training, dude, take them up on it. All right. And bust it out. Say, hey, look, man, I'm having problems with this right here. I need more bids. He'll role play with you right then and there. Submit your videos. I guarantee you that your close rate will go from 40 to 45 as the comfort advisor. It's going to pop up to 50, 60, 65%. Right. But you got to be good at those and you can't hesitate. That you've worked so hard to get to that moment in time. And if you mess it up or say the wrong thing, it just could be a few words or 1 sentence and you didn't do it exactly like he tells you to do. Poof. Right. And getting back in that door is not the easiest thing in the world.
That's true.
Right. All I'm saying is just follow the system and the system will work, and you'll see, you'll go from where you're at right now, $200,000 a month, you'll be having $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a month. There's a lot of comfort advisors out there that do that kind of volume, but they have a very proven process and they stick to it like freaking glue.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Anything else that you want to add about the training? What you like about it, what you would encourage other people to take a look at or anything like that whatsoever?
Yeah, I mean, you know, if there are some new techs out there that aren't in the industry, and this has really helped me out because you know, Gene has a lot of words that work. You know, he pretty much gives you everything to say. So, you know, instead of trying to go by the seat of your pants and just come up with, you know, stuff that you think that, you know, what I used to do is just get real technical with the customer and try to explain the whole system to them. And, you know, like Gene says, it's just in one ear and out the other. They're just glazed over. So asking those thought-provoking questions is key. And he gives you everything to ask. And then going from there and just using the words that work, like, you know, the pack mentality, you know, and then also when you guys came up with the 3 magic questions, when I started implementing that, that is really whenever I saw my sales just skyrocket. Just, you know, asking them how they're protecting their family and home from bacteria and viruses, you know, and then, you know, get that, you know, ask them if that's something that they want to have us, you know, talk to them about, you know, and 9 times out of the 10, they're definitely going to be interested. And that's just your in right there to start talking about air pollution solutions and build their trust. And that's something that other companies aren't going to do. So it's going to set you aside from everyone else. And I think that's a big reason why I've had so much success.
It's so awesome to hear, man. I'm so excited for it. I'm glad that you shared that a little bit. I was about to wrap up, and I heard him, you know, when the whole COVID thing came around, I'm like, I just, the general population doesn't know that they can actually do something in their own home. They don't know the things that are available out there. And I'm like, gosh, so Gene said something one day, and I'm like, no, this is what we need. We need to have something other. And I just put it together, put out those 3 magic questions, and you're implementing it day in and day out, and you're crushing it just by doing those questions in a timely fashion at the right time, building that rapport, building that trust, and you're just making tens of thousands of dollars from it, man. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate everything that you guys have come up with here. I mean, it's definitely changed my life. So I highly appreciate you guys doing this for everyone.
Awesome, buddy. Well, I want to thank you so much, Brandon, for sharing your story. I'm sure in another 3 to 6 months from now, you're going to be doing way, way more than what you're at right now. And just so everybody knows, what percentage of Service Tech Secret certified are you right now? I mean, of all the training to get certified, what percentage certified are you?
So I have the 5-step sales process down. I've done the done deal presentation. The other ones,
the greeting, you've done the greeting, you've done the done deal presentation, but all the rest of the stuff you haven't done yet.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So you're probably maybe 20% of the training.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So I still have quite a bit.
You've doubled your income. Let me get this straight. You've doubled your income. All right. In just 3, 4, 5 months. And you're only about 20% through the training.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, cool. So we got another 80% to go. Imagine how much more money you'll be able to make once you get it all down and you're on point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Training, homie. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, it's going to change you. You're just scratching the surface right now.
Right.
Thank you so much for your story today. Other people are going to watch this and go, holy cow, that's amazing. I love it. And we really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate it.
Awesome, bud. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yep, you as well.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's Steve Young, co-founder of Service Tech Secrets. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click that little red button. Down below this video, you'll see a little button that says Show More. Click on Show More, and you'll see a ton of free resources in there to change your lives, your family's lives, and your company's profits. We'll see you in the next video.